making the yummy chocolate cake, I'm going to take some Oreo biscuits. So here I have taken around 300 grams. This is the big packet which I had bought. So you can either use any of the Oreo flavors. No issues with that. So here, since I didn't get the normal one, I have taken the chocolate flavored one. So yeah, let's start with it. So I have separated the cream and the cookies. So cookies have transferred into a blender, and the cream I have kept separate. For that will be used instead of using your whipping cream or anything. You can use this. So I have kept both of them separate. Now we'll take the blender and make the cookies into fine powder. Okay, so I have made this into fine powders. So it has got heated up a bit. So let this come to the room temperature. Okay, so guys, one more thing, when you make cake, be very careful. Make sure that all your ingredients are at room temperature. Otherwise you won't get a perfect cake. No, neither will it come out well. So make sure whatever ingredients you are going to take here are at room temperature. Okay, so let this cool down. Till then we'll move on to the next process. So the first thing that I'm going to add here is half cup of all-purpose flour or Maida. So let's add that. Then I'm going to add a secret ingredient. Normally they add this in bakeries to make cakes. So this is nothing else but cornflour. So here I have taken around 1/3 cup of cornflour. Let's add that. After adding cornflour, I am going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Guys, make sure the quantity of baking powder and baking soda is perfect. Otherwise you won't get a perfect cake. So I have taken 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then into this I am going to add half teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, so after this we'll have to sieve it well. Since Oreo is the main ingredient, I have sieved it only once. So let's mix it properly. Into this I am going to add the powdered Oreo cookies. So I have added the Oreo cookie powder. Mix it thoroughly. So we have mixed it thoroughly. Now I am going to add a cup of milk into this. Guys, we may add the milk till we attain the consistency also. So for the time being I have taken 1 cup. Let's see if this is enough, and then we'll add on more. Sometimes this would be sufficient, sometimes it doesn't. So let's see. So let's start mixing. Don't mix it normally, mix it in the fold method which you normally do for all the cakes. So this is how you mix it. Be very careful. Mixing also matters a lot. Take like that and then mix. So I feel we should add more milk. So I'm adding little more milk and mixing it again. So our batter is finally ready. See, look at the consistency. It's perfect. Okay. So I used 1.5 cup of milk now. Should be in such a consistency. Okay. So let's move on to the next process. Cake tray here. I exactly don't know how many inches is this. So I had randomly bought this. So let's brush it with some butter. If you don't have butter at home, you can use oil also for the same. So, but make sure that you brush all the sides and all places without leaving not even one place, because the sides also matter a lot. So if you have butter paper, you can use that also. Since I'm not having, I always bake cake like this without butter paper. I just use the butter or the oil for this purpose. So just grease it well. I'm going to add a tablespoon of vinegar. So vinegar will make your cake really soft. But make sure you add this vinegar only at the time you are going to add it to the tray and bake it. So let's add, mix it well, and then we will pour it to the tray. So again mix it in that fold and cut method like this. So I have mixed it well now. Let's pour it to the tray. That's my tray and here goes the batter. I have transferred it now. I'm just going to tap the tray so that if there is any bubbles or anything, that will get burst. So for the oven setup, I have taken a cooker here. You can also use any heavy bottom based utensil for this. So I prefer cooker. So I have placed a cooker here. I have placed a holder. So this is easily available in the market nowadays. If you don't have this, then you can put salt, cover it equally and then place the tray. So what I'm going to do is cover the cooker with a normal lid. Then on a medium flame, we'll heat it for 10 to 15 minutes. Just like how you preheat your oven. So our oven setup has got heated up. So now let's place the tray inside. So I have placed the tray now. Let's cover it up with a lid. Covered it up with the lid. Now let's place something heavy on this. I usually place my mortar thing on this. So yeah, it's a stone kind of thing and it's really heavy. So let's place this and let's cook it on a low flame for 20 to 30 minutes. Let's check out the cake. Whoa, it's come out great. So let's first poke it with a toothpick. Let's poke it. See, it's completely dry. That means your cake is baked well. So if you feel it's still sticking or something, please keep it for another 10 minutes. Then you can take it out. So mine is perfectly ready. So I've taken it out. Now let's wait till it finally cools down. Now let's move on. So into the same mixer, I'm going to add the cream. Into the cream, I'm going to add some chilled milk, not too much. So this would be around 8 to 10 tablespoons. So depending on the cream's consistency, we will have to take. Okay, so now let's just grind this. So I have got something like this. Nothing to worry, we are just moving on to the cream part. So yeah, don't worry about this. We are going to add few more things and make a good ganache. So don't worry about that. Just keep it aside now. We'll move on to the next step. So for the next process, I have taken a vessel and inside that I have poured some water and kept it on high flame. This is for double boiling process. To make the ganache or the cream, I have kept it. So let's place a utensil over this. That I'm taking a white compound piece. Normally white compound is easily available in the market. If you don't have white compound, you can also take milky bar. So I had bought 500 gram packet. So I have taken a small cube of that. So around one big slice is around. Let's start mixing this. See, it started melting. Let's mix it properly. This has become a little paste type. So now into this we are going to add some hot water. Guys, make sure it's really hot. Now it has finally melted. So let's take this out of the stove. Now into this we'll add the cream and milk mix. To this let's add 1 tablespoon of cornflour. Mix it well. Into this add 2 tablespoons of milk. Keep it on the stove and keep mixing it. Keep it on a medium flame, not too high. Keep mixing it. The cream has melted, so keep mixing till it turns thick perfectly. Switch off the flame, guys. Once the cream melts, make sure you keep the stove on low flame. Okay, so next into this I'm going to add a small piece of butter, really less quantity. This I'm adding only for glaze. Mix it very well. So I feel my cake has cooled down. Now let's remove it from the sides. I have cut the sides. I've taken a plate here. Let's keep it upside down. Let's keep this cake tin upside down. So yes, our cake has come out really well. See, really soft too. So let's move on to the next process. Guys, before you cut or take it out of the tray, make sure the cake has cooled down completely. Otherwise, it won't come out well like this. So mine came out really smoothly. I didn't do anything. I just made the sides. Actually, my sides had also come out. So if you grease the tray properly and then keep it, you don't have to worry, and you'll have to take it out only after the cake cools down. Otherwise, please don't do, because your cake may break. So yeah, let's cover this with our superb ganache. Now let's pour our ganache into this. Yes. So I'm sure even the kids can try this out. It's not that tough. So let's pour it completely. The entire chocolate ganache, just spread it equally onto all sides. Our cake is ready. So if you really want it out to come out good, the outer also, you can keep it in the refrigerator for some time, maybe around 1 hour. That would be perfect. So yeah, let's keep it in the fridge. Hey, our cake is ready. See, it's really glossy. Now let's cut it and check it out. I kept it in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Let's check it out. It's really soft, guys. See? Guys, the cake is just yum. You would definitely love this. And it's very easy to make also. I hope everyone tries this out. And so this was a special request from one of the subscribers, and I got a personal message asking for this cake recipe, simple cake recipe. So I did it. I hope everyone tries this out. It's really yummy. I just love this. So okay, so next episode I'll come with something different. I'll try my level best to come out with something different. So thank you guys. Keep watching.